Jeez Louise. What the fuck?
Welcome to Between Baseball. Welcome to Between the Stitches.
Whoa! Welcome back, everybody, to the Between the Stitches podcast. Baseball only show, part of the Phenomenal Fan Media Group. My name is Ryan. Got an excellent episode for you guys today. The MLB All Star Break was so much fun. The game was awesome. The Derby was awesome. Before the game and the Derby even began, there were some trade rumors swirling around about guys like Juan Soto, Wilson Contreras. Wilson did get a chartered flight from the Cubs to the All-Star game. Juan Soto, however, did not. And there's some drama unfolding, all kinds of action going on with him. He decided to show up and win the home run derby. So we'll get into all of it. Had a great time this past week. Got a lot of trade stuff to go over and other miscellaneous baseball items because we love it and that's what we talk about. So thank you guys for tuning in to episode number 20. Big episode 20 of Between the Stitches podcast, baseball only show. Let's get into the episode.
Welcome to Between the Stitches, part of the Phenomenal Fan Media Group. Two former college teammates talking about what they know best, baseball.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here. It is Between the Stitches. We're ready to rumble. We are ready to go. We're having a grand old time. And you know, it doesn't really get much better than the All-Star Break when it comes to professional sports. We talked about this on Between the Stitches, on the Phenomenal Fan podcast, our sports-only show. If you guys haven't tuned in yet, be sure to go tune into that episode most recently. But one thing I can tell you for sure is it's the best. It's the best all-star weekend, all-around contribution that you can get from a professional sports in general. Okay? And when I say that, you know, the bar isn't set very high because the MLB All-Star game is guys trying their hardest. Obviously, in the NFL, guys aren't trying their hardest. Obviously, in the NBA All-Star game, those guys aren't trying their hardest, especially in hockey. Those guys could give a shit about what actually happens in the NHL All-Star game. Those guys are focused on the regular season. All those sporting guys are focused on the regular season. And so are the baseball guys. But baseball is a sport where you can have pitchers still maxing out, and it's not going to do anything detrimental to their season. Same with hitters, right? The last thing you want to have happen, of course, is an injury of some kind, an ACL or something horrible. But that's not the case in the Major League Baseball All-Star game. And that's why it's the best. It's been a fun week of a bunch of guys who really did deserve to get into the All-Star game. We saw some late additions with Austin Riley, with Dansby, with Ty France, with Jake Cronenworth. All these guys that deserved it. Cronenworth probably being the least deserving, to be honest. I love Jake Cronenworth, okay? I love Jake Cronenworth. But he was probably the least deserving. But he made it. And that's the fun part, is a lot of guys made the All-Star team. And so it was awesome. It was awesome to see the MLB All-Star game go down. Pitching dominated, as is usually the case. The best guys come in and pitch and shove, and then they're done. So the All-Star game was awesome. The Home Run Derby this year is going to do the same thing that it did to Julio Rodriguez, that it did to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It is going to launch him off of a springboard into the national spotlight to show people how truly amazing he is as a baseball player. Everybody knew that Vlad Guerrero was a top prospect and he had a lot of hype around him. Everybody knew Julio Rodriguez was a top prospect, a lot of hype around him. Difference is, both of those guys slightly underperformed to start their careers and then got the opportunity to showcase themselves in the home run derby. And in doing so, made themselves household names. And now, Julio Rodriguez is going to be amongst the list of guys at the top of the league when you're talking about faces of the game for the rest of his career. And he 100% deserves it. So good for Julio Rodriguez. Home Run Derby was entertaining. It was lesser entertaining, I think, because of the camera angle was not ideal. Albert Pujols being in it was not ideal. Piss poor performances from Jose Ramirez and Kyle Schwarber. Not ideal. And yeah, other than that, it was good. I like the Home Run Derby. It's the best skills competition of all the other skills competition in the sports. Football doesn't even have any. Hockey has like shoot at the speed, fastest shot, speed skating, that kind of stuff. And that's cool. But hitting home runs is just awesome. And basketball's got the 3-point contest, dunk contest. Dunk contest is probably the only one I would say that competes with the Home Run Derby. But the dunk contest has reached its pinnacle. It has reached the highest it's going to go. There's not much more you can do in the sense of the dunk contest. So the Home Run Derby is awesome. They can change the time limits. They can juice the balls. They can unjuice the balls. Lighter bats, heavier bats. So there's a lot of room for maneuver in the Home Run Derby, and that's why I think it's the best. So the Home Run Derby was awesome. I enjoyed it. Okay? Now, before we get into the trade rumors, I did want to talk about one thing in particular. And it was a video that was captured from a reporter named, well, I guess he's a producer at Bleacher Report. And let's see. His name is West Wilson. It's the name of the guy on Twitter, at Conrad_Wilson. Put out a video from the MLB show. He put out a video from the Major League Baseball All-Star Game red carpet. And the video was of a guy, grown-ass man, reaching over the top of 3 little kids, arm extended, elbow, arm hitting him in the face, screaming for Justin Verlander to sign his baseball. Screaming, Justin, please sign it. Justin. And then the kid in front of him goes, hey man, stop fucking hitting me in the face. The kid turns around with the elbow and goes, hey man, stop hitting me. And the guy goes, don't fucking hit me. What the fuck? I need my autographs for my eBay store. Pathetic. Loser. Pathetic. What are you doing? Justin, please. What are you doing? Grow up, dude. Let me fix my camera here on the stream so everybody can see me. All right? And I'm going to run through it again in case people missed it. Because the guy on the red carpet, okay? Those of you who didn't see, like I said, it's from West Wilson, aka at Conrad Wilson. Posted a video. It's a video circulating on social media in general, by the way. If you you have to have seen it by now. But it's a video circulating. It's a video circulating on social media. All-Star Game, red carpet show, players walking through, signing autographs for kids, grown-ass man reaching over the top of 3 little kids, begging Justin Verlander for an autograph. Please, Justin. Please. And then the kid in front of him gives him an elbow and says, hey, man, back up. I'm a kid. Your arm is hitting me in the face. Relax. And the guy looks at him. Don't hit me out of the way. Justin. And I'm here to tell you that this guy lives the saddest life of anybody I've ever seen in the sporting world. This guy makes a living selling autographs, and he doesn't want to pay for them. So he goes to these events, squeaks in for free or pays a small fee for the ticket, then gets players to sign autographs for him, and then sells those baseballs. This guy is a loser. Pathetic. Sad. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. Because the guy, it's almost like you feel bad for him. It really is. Like, man, what a fucking dog shit life you must live to be doing that. How sad. Grown-ass man losing his shit over another grown-ass man autographing a baseball. What age is the cutoff to be acting like this? What age? I say 12 years old. If you're over 12 and you're acting like this, you are a loser. Pathetic. I don't want to spend any more time talking about it because this guy sucks. Pisses me off. And it is what it is. I'm not sitting here getting my fucking day ruined about it, but it's a joke. Moving on to trades, guys. Listen. Juan Soto is going to get traded. It's just a matter of to where and for how much. And actually, before we get into the Soto trade projections, speculation, whatever you want to call it, there's already some bad blood between Soto and the Nationals. So Juan Soto turned down a 15-year contract extension offer from the Washington Nationals. Nobody knows the exact reason why. Probably a combination of the fact that they traded away literally every good player they had last year. They're not committed to winning. He's young. He wants to win while he is young. So he said, you know what? I don't want the contract. Nationals are probably going to trade him. But for the All-Star game, he gets selected, and he's also competing in the Home Run Derby. And his agent has confirmed that the team did not charter a flight for Juan Soto to go to Los Angeles and participate in the All-Star festivities. If I'm Juan Soto, I am the face of the Nationals franchise. I've produced hundreds of millions of dollars for that franchise. I'm a world champion for the first time for that team, and they would not have had that without me. And they don't charter a flight for me. I'm telling them I'm not playing another game until you trade me. I'm not playing another baseball game until you trade me. It's not going to impact the team. Team stinks. Trade me now. Oh, you're salty, Nationals, that I don't want to play here when you traded away in the last 2 years? Max Scherzer, Trey Turner. Who else did they trade away? Actually, let's just look at the 19 Nationals roster. Let's look at it. This is a 19 roster, okay? And Soto doesn't want to sign here. I wonder why. Let's see. Since they won the World Series, they've traded away Max Scherzer. They've traded away Juan Soto. Oh, fuck. Not Juan Soto. They traded away Trey Turner. They traded away Yan Gomes. Michael A. Taylor. Daniel Hudson. They have failed to retain Adam Eaton, Anthony Rendon, Brian Dozier, Yan Gomes, Howie Kendrick. Ryan Zimmerman's retired. There's nothing there, man. There's nothing there for those guys. So, am I shocked he wants to be traded? No. Am I shocked he turned the contract down? No. Honestly, am I shocked that the Nationals didn't charter a flight? I mean, yes, but also maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, Soto deserves to get the fuck out of there and go to a good team. Okay? The problem is, I'll say this right now. I'll say this right now. If Juan Soto gets traded to the LA Dodgers, I will not watch another game for the rest of the season. If Juan Soto gets traded to the Yankees, I'll still watch because I'm a Padres fan and I know that the Dodgers won't just destroy us for the rest of the year. But Juan Soto going to the Yankees or the Dodgers will be a bad thing for the game of baseball. Bad. Because now you're starting to get into the same territory that the NBA is in. Super teams. If Juan Soto goes to the LA Dodgers and they are able to assemble a lineup that features, in no particular order, Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman, Justin Turner, Will Smith, Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts, Juan Soto, Max Muncy, with a rotation that features Clayton Kershaw, Tony Gonsolin, Julio Urias, Walker Buehler when he comes back. Will they lose a game the rest of the season? They shouldn't. I said this before the season when they got Freddie Freeman, that if they don't win the World Series, it will be a catastrophic failure. The good news is I don't know if he'll go where people may expect him to go. Right? But I'm looking up right now Juan Soto top suitors. These are the MLB trade rumors ranked most likely teams for him to go to. The most likely teams in the reports for Juan Soto, from top to bottom: Mets, Dodgers, Cardinals, Yankees. If any of those four teams trade for Juan Soto and do not win the World Series, it will be a catastrophic and utter failure for this season. Additionally, there's other guys that are going to be traded. This article from MLB.com and Mark Feinsand of which All-Stars could be traded before the deadline. David Bednar from the Pirates, right? Bullpen piece, really solid. Benintendi's an All-Star from the Royals. Pretty solid. Luis Castillo from the Reds. This guy will get dealt, and he is nasty, dude. He is gross when he's healthy. Wilson Contreras from the Cubs. He's going to be a full-time, your classic rental, 2-month rental. Teammate for him, Ian Happ, outfielder for the Cubs, All-Star. Really solid option, switch hitting outfielder with some pop. Jorge Lopez from the Orioles, bullpen piece. Guy dominated with a 1.62 ERA the first half. Why wouldn't he get traded? Sorry, but the Orioles don't need him, and they can load up a couple extra prospects to add on to that young core that they already have. They don't need a closer. The other guys listed on here, Ohtani, not likely, I don't think. Jock Peterson, I think he's on a 1-year deal. Yeah, 1 year, $6 million. I think the Giants still think of themselves as a contender. The other guy listed on here, Carlos Rodon. Like, I don't think those guys are going anywhere. And then Juan Soto is listed. So I think the guys that will be dealt for sure. Okay, I think Soto's getting dealt. I think Ian Happ and Contreras most likely will be dealt. Castillo will most likely be dealt. Benintendi will most likely be dealt. And I think there's a likelihood of Jorge Lopez as well. Those are the trade rumors so far, at least for me. Okay? Now, second half predictions that we wanted to get into. There's a lot to get into. There's some standings. There is some awards to predict, potentially. Right? There's a lot you could talk about. These are my second half standings. No, not even standings. These are my second half predictions in Major League Baseball. Number 1, I think the Mariners make the playoffs. I think they get in as a wild card team. I don't know how far they go in the playoffs, but I think they make the postseason. Number 2, I don't think the New York Mets win the National League East. I don't. I think the Braves win the East. Number 3, I think the Cardinals will end up winning the National League Central. Cardinals are deep. Brewers are good. Cardinals are better. I think the American League East will feature 4 playoff teams. Yankees, Rays, Blue Jays, Yankees, Rays, Blue Jays, Red Sox. I think Paul Goldschmidt will win the National League MVP. I think Aaron Judge will win the American League MVP. I think Sandy Alcantara will win the National League Cy Young. I think Justin Verlander will win the American League Cy Young. I think the Padres finish below the Giants in the National League West. And lastly, I think it's the Yankees and I think it's the Dodgers playing each other in the World Series at the end of this season. Those are my predictions. That's what I got. Let me know where I'm right. Let me know where I'm wrong. Comment below. Do what you got to do. But I hope I'm wrong on a lot of those things. I hope some of them, I don't care who wins the awards, but for the team's sake and stuff like that, I hope the Padres make the playoffs. I hope it's not Dodgers Yankees in the World Series. I hope I don't know. I do hope the Mariners make the postseason. I think that'd be really fun. 14 wins in a row for them. Some of it I think is optimistic. Some of it I think is realistic. So Either way, we wanted to keep it brief. We wanted to keep you guys around. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Between the Stitches podcast, episode number 20. It was brief because we didn't actually have a lot of game action going on, not a lot of trade rumors, and a lot of shit hitting the fan quite yet, but that is coming. Promise you that. That is coming. So, thank you guys for tuning in to Between the Stitches podcast, part of the Phenomenal Fan Media Group. Again, my name is Ryan. We've had 20 episodes. 20 episodes. Excuse me. I'm hiccuping out of excitement because 20 episodes is awesome. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you do, check us out on social media, Patreon, everywhere else. We love you guys, and we will catch you guys on episode 21. Thanks for tuning in, as always.
Thanks for listening to Between the Stitches. Follow Phenomenal Fan Media on social media for more. And subscribe on Patreon for exclusive content.
Let's go. Batter up. We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a home run. But even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer.